Hi guys, I'm Madeline here at Lakeside Table, and if you like to kick your cooking up a notch with tasty sauces, then definitely hit that subscribe button because that's exactly what we do here. And today, we're making a no-bake cheesecake with fresh berries and a luscious chocolate ganache. This cheesecake is pretty much foolproof because we're not using any eggs, so you don't have to worry about undercooking them, overcooking them, overbeating them, underbeating them, any of that nonsense. Plus, we're not using a water bath because we're not baking, so you don't have to worry about your cheesecake splitting or any of that. And personally, I love the taste and texture of this cheesecake over a baked cheesecake any day. This no-bake cheesecake is light, creamy, and oh, so satisfying. So go ahead and get all your ingredients together. And that's the other thing that I love about this recipe is that it's a great foundation for so many different variations. So like instead of Oreo cookies, you can use ginger snaps or chocolate chip cookies. Instead of blueberries and strawberries, you can use mangoes or peaches. Instead of a chocolate ganache, you can use a berry compote. I mean, the variations are endless and it's so much fun to play with. Let's start with the crust first. You'll need 1 package of Oreo cookies, which will give you 4 cups of crumbs. Pulse half of them in a food processor until they're fine crumbs, and then put them in a large mixing bowl. Then do the same with the other half. Melt 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter and stir it into the crumbs. I just want to stick my face in this. Okay, so go ahead and pour this into your springform pan. I kid you not, I just really do want to stick my face in this right now. So, and then tap it down. You can use a tapper like this, but honestly, just using a glass with a flat bottom works just as well. Okay, so after you kind of give it a general pat, then start in the center and work your way out to the edges. And what that does is it starts to push the sides up the springform pan. There you go. Go ahead and get this tapped down all nice and tight. All right, so just press it into the side like this. Get it all tapped down nice and tight. And then we'll put it in the freezer for about 20 minutes while we make the filling. Be right back. All right, after your crust is nice and tight, freeze it for 20 minutes or so while you make the filling. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and make our whipped cream, which is 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. So go ahead and put that in your stand mixer, use electric beaters, whatever you have, and then let this go until it stiff peaks for about 2 to 3 minutes. All right, now that we got our whipped cream done and it's a nice stiff peaks, yeah, you can see that. Yeah, that looks really good. That's what you're going for. Go ahead and set this aside and then we'll start on the other part of our filling. Next, we're going to beat our 3 blocks of full fat cream cheese with the paddle attachment and a 1/2 cup sugar, 2 tablespoons of confectioner's sugar, 2 teaspoons vanilla, and 1/4 teaspoon kosher salt. Beat this for 3 minutes or until it's creamy. Okay, so now that you've got everything incorporated into this, go ahead and give your paddle a good scrape down, and then you want to make sure all your flavors are completely incorporated in your filling. So go ahead and scrape the edges and make sure you get the bottom scraped too. You don't want any flavors hiding. Give that all a good scrape. There we go. And then go ahead and turn your mixer on medium-high for another 2-3 minutes, just to make sure it's all incorporated. You know what I forgot? The one thing that makes our cheesecake taste really like cheesecake is that little tang of your sour cream. So you need about a half cup of this. And then you want to go ahead. Now, I love these Disher's ice cream scoops. This one is a 1/4 cup. So we need a half cup, so I just need 2 of these. And then I'm going to go ahead and give this another little whir to get it all incorporated together. We're doing good. And then we scrape, because even if you're just adding something at the last minute, or if you've missed something, that's okay. You can just go ahead and put it all together, and then a couple more spins. I think we got this. It is so creamy and so smooth. This is gonna be awesome. Okay, so before it goes into our pie crust, we need to fold the whipped cream into this. So if you've cooked with me before, you know that when you're folding 2 things, you want to put the light and airy thing into the more dense mixture. And this cream cheese is definitely more dense than this whipped cream. So in order to get it all together, take about a 1/4 of your whipped cream and just go ahead and give it a good stir. This part you don't have to be gentle with. Just give it a good go. And then we're gonna add the rest of our whipped cream right on top. Oh, it's gonna be so good. And then in our folding motion, it goes all the way around and through the middle. Kind of flip your spatula over as it goes through the middle. And when it's all incorporated and you don't see any more whipped cream lumps, everything's nice and smooth, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna taste it. Because every time you can taste, that was kind of a big taste. That was definitely part of the recipe right there. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and pour this into our crust that I just got out of the freezer. Smooth it out with a pie server or an offset spatula. Now it's ready to firm up in the refrigerator, so cover it with plastic wrap and chill it for at least 6 hours or up to 2 days. So I went ahead and put our cheesecake in the refrigerator, and this one I made yesterday, and it's ready for the ganache. So ganache is made with equal parts chocolate and hot cream. And this one I'm using 4 ounces of each. Heat the cream in the microwave or stovetop until it just starts to steam. While it's heating, chop the chocolate into small bits. Then pour the hot cream over the chocolate and stir it up until it's nice and smooth. And that is your chocolate ganache. Super easy. I used a semi-sweet chocolate with heavy cream, and that's all you need. Make sure that your chocolate isn't too hot when you put it over your cold cheesecake. We're gonna let this sit up for just a couple minutes while we wash our berries, and then we'll put it all together. Top it with strawberries, blueberries, and whipped cream. This is a perfect dessert for a 4th of July party, or actually any time you want a little something sweet without having to turn the oven on. And I gotta tell you, I've been dying to get into this since yesterday. All right, let's give this a Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is very happy making. Oh my gosh, the cool thing about this is that it still has that little bite from the sour cream that makes it, gives it that real cheesecake flavor without being gummy. And it's light and it's airy. And you've got the berries on top of it that just wakes the whole thing up. And I gotta tell you, the chocolate brings it all together. So I hope you make this. You will not be disappointed. And if you go ahead and in the comment section below, let me know what your favorite cheesecake is. I would love to know. Then stick around for some more videos, and I will see you soon. Bye. Bye, guys. Oops. You know, the crust is definitely, well, yeah, it's definitely my favorite part.